Good morning, Africa. It's Kenyan coffee time. Yeah, okay, so here's the Kenyan brew. It's absolutely spectacular infused. If we can get it in the light and the aroma that's coming off this Kenyan brew, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm going to be consuming in my body. Speaking of body, oh, I have a Kenyan here. Oh, I didn't even know he was here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to infuse it with the boiling hot distilled water to the top. Great. See? Wow. Oh my God. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The aroma is just to die for. It's just so nice. So it's going to infuse in there. Now, in the meantime, I did have a cup of cotton candy coffee left from, I think it was yesterday. So what I did is, here it is here, and this was the cotton candy tea latte from yesterday. And I haven't added anything into this except I will add a small piece of, no, I'm not going to use saffron. Why don't I just use, okay, I'll use the blue algae. I like the blue algae, and we'll just sweeten it up a little. It's got honey in it. It'll just stay there for a little while. So that's 1 cup of coffee that 1 cup of tea latte we're going to have. I'm so used to coffee because I have coffee, I have ice cream, I have skin lines, I've got cosmetics, and sometimes I get a little confused as to what they're all called. Anyway, this is the cotton candy one without the cream. I can put the cream on top, but right now we are concentrating on the Kenya brew. So I'm just going to set this aside. Hi, Miss Kitty. How are you doing this morning? Nice to see you. Okay, and speaking of Kenya, oh, these are so beautiful. These are bookends. They're giraffe bookends. Hand done from Kenya. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to put them back into the books. And we also have some Kenyan lovely ladies who came to see us this morning. And how are you? And you good? You guys are having a wonderful time. We're going to have a little brew that I've made actually out of a concoction with brandy. And we're going to have that as well. We're going to have more tea. And here's the froth for the candy, the froth for the top of the tea. So now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to take it now. As you can see, it is totally fully brewed. Oh my God, it is to die for. Look. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And this morning, instead of using so much of the froth, I'm going to put a touch of Bailey's in. Okay? So this is what we're going to do now. So and it kind of looks almost just like my infusion, which we're going to be eating. So here we are. So now we have the spectacular Kenyan tea latte fusion. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of the Bailey's. Oh, the aloe vera plant. How are you doing, aloe vera plant? You doing good this morning? Great. Okay, so I'm going to add some of the Bailey's into the Kenyan infusion. There it goes. Wow. Wow. Talk about an infusion. That was a super infusion. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir it around here a little bit more so you can see how beautiful it is. And this is our Kenyan latte. And I'm going to have a sip because it looks so fantastic. And actually, I'm going to pour it into my pottery from Kenya. Isn't it beautiful? It's just gorgeous. So it's a Kenyan morning with our Kenyan girlfriends, our Kenyan bookends. And they're beautiful. Cinnamon sticks, ready to go. We have some Irish moss over here from the Caribbean, in the little sand thing. And we have more of the saffron teas we're going to be having. It just never stops with me, does it? Anyway, this is the Kenyan infusion, okay? And this is what it looks like. It is spectacular. I can't even begin to tell you how fantastic this is. And to top it off, I am simply going to have a little bit of stuff that I made, soaked in brandy, and they're berries from all over the world. In Canada, we would call it like a mincemeat, but it's really not a mincemeat. This is like a different worldwide international infusion. So instead of having like a croissant or something with a lot of fat in it, I simply prefer the fruit stewed and infused. And as you can see, again, my fruit infused concoction is very much like the Kenyan tea. So this is why we've put them together this morning. And here is the end result. So I just want to say, have a great morning. And in the Jewish, we say Kenahora. This is a beautiful licorice stick that I made. It's rock candy. It's pure licorice. And it has a touch of black syrup in it. I'm not going to tell you where the syrup comes from. It's a Dr. Sabi. So we're going to put this in. I'll stir it around. And the infusion from the licorice will go into the actual Kenyan infusion, which is the latte tea chai. So I will take it out and you can see that some of it has already melted, but I don't want it too sweet because I got to eat this and it looks spectacular. And I'm going to just put a little spoon here now so I can taste it. And you see, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a mouthful of this. Oh my. Oh, it's spectacular. It looks just like my infusion of my tea from Kenya. And now I'm going to sip. Oh my God. It is, oh my God. Look how much I've drank. Oh, it is so good. Now, here I am back at the whipping board with our hot steaming coffee toppers, but I didn't use it today because I used the Baileys. My infusions are to die for. And, you know, we always say a little prayer. I God, I earth, I angel, I breathe and I believe. Thank you, God, for giving me this beautiful Kenyan morning with my beautiful little friend that I found from Kenya. You've seen his back. You don't know him. He just came in from Africa. Smashing. Oh, it's so good. And I love the pottery. It's so spectacular. And the glass blown, beautiful glass from Kenya. And the hand-carved bookends. Aren't they nice? I so love these. Look at them. Hand-carved from Kenya. And everybody knows what this is. It's a big, hard piece of beautiful wood. And I just love it. So thank you, YouTube fans around the world. Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, Google+, all the places where you can find me. SoundCloud. Thank you so much for tuning in because I am ringing in the new year with 2019 with the nicest concoctions. Let me have a next sip. Oh my God, it's so spectacular. Oh, I don't even know if I can finish it because now I have to do the coffee. I think this morning, I don't know what coffee I'm going to have from all over the world. I have coffees from all over the world. I don't know. That's part 2 of the series of coffee teas and me. I also make my own homemade ice cream, and I also have my own homemade wines, and I also have different series of infusions of fruits, pies. And I always like to finish with my natural saffron from the Saffron Rock Candy collection. And now the licorice rock candy collection. And I can never, even though this is my latte tea segment, which I still haven't finished yet, I really honestly run on coffee, but this is so kick-ass that I don't want to say I like the tea lattes better than I like my coffee lattes or my cappuccinos or my espressos or my crazy concoctions of the world's most delicious coffee party drinkers, palate tasters with whipped cream and chocolate and all the rest of it. It's almost like a unicorn type of a coffee type thing. Yeah, I'll bring it to you live a little later in the segment, but right now we're signing off with this beautiful Kenyan coffee morning, and have a Kenyan beautiful day. And oh, Africa, did you know the first Jew came out of Africa? I don't think it was me. Sonia Fuderman, the Jewish goddess of Toronto, T-Dot, the 6th, coming to you live with international foods all over the world, which I make, I bake, I shake, and I rap about it. And I bring all my girls over, and I have 5-cent coffee days, and I run on coffee. And you know what it is, what it is. If you don't like what I do, that's fine. Just flip the script, flip the channel. But if you love it, come join me, because it's all about art, music, dance, and the joy of singing and prance, and the food that the palate will sing. And I love you, baby, because you know I got a ring, ring, ring in the new year with 2018. And I've all ring out the new year and ring in the new year with 2019. And I've almost got this drink. I gotta go, guys. 27 Pimp MAfia, famous. Death do we part on tea, coffee, or me.